Magnolia. What? Well, can't you DVR that? Well, Steel Magnolias isn't going anywhere. You just record it and you just come here and do the show with me. Okay. Didn't know you're so passionate. Alright, fine. I'll do it by myself. Okay. Bye. Since Brian won't be joining me, it's just going to be me today doing Northern Star Sports Weekly. Jimmy Johnson, sports editor. Glad to see you all that have tuned in. I guess for now, we'll have Scooby-Doo be filling in. Hopefully you'll inject some really deep thoughts in this conversation. You didn't eat too many Scooby snacks before, because I was really mad at you a couple weeks ago, and that's why you didn't come on the show. So you're speechless. I'm not surprised. Anyways, we have the Soldier Field Showdown, Wisconsin versus NIU, this Saturday, 2:30. Tickets are still available. I highly suggest you go out there. You know, it's Chicago, there's football. It's going to be a good time. Anyways, let's dive right into this all. How I'm going to do this now, I'm going to break the game down. We're going to do NIU's offense versus Wisconsin's defense, and then Wisconsin's offense versus NIU's defense. Get it? Got it good? Okay, great. Awesome. So, when the Huskies are on the field and they have the ball, you're going to want to keep an eye out for, I think his name's Chandler Harnish. Yeah, he's a quarterback. He's pretty good right now. The guy is a one-man show. 75% completion percentage, 510 yards passing, 188 yards on the ground, 11 total touchdowns. This guy literally has put his team on his back. Greg Jennings reference for you people that might not know that about that YouTube video. Check it out. It's pretty funny and everything. This team so far through 2 games, 45.5 points per game they're averaging with a 71% completion percentage on 3rd down. So they know how to get the ball past, on 3rd down and everything. And now when Wisconsin's defense, you want to keep an eye out for, is Mike Taylor, coming off a Big Ten Defensive Player of the Week honors. 9 tackles, a sack, and a forced fumble. Now, the Badgers defense has held Oregon State and UNLV under 300 yards. So they're not really into the whole giving up off yards to, the opposing offense. I don't blame them. I mean, it's football. Okay, well, I'm obviously talking too much here since Brian isn't here. So, Scooby, thoughts? Well, that's some groundbreaking information you just relayed to all of our viewers. So, thanks, Scoobs. Moving along, the matchup that you're going to want to look out for when NIU's offense is on the field and Wisconsin's defense is on the field. You're going to want to watch, unfortunately, a position in an area a lot of people don't like to watch, but watch NIU's offensive line versus Wisconsin's defensive line. NIU's offensive line is arguably their most sound and talented component of their offense. Scotty Wedge, Trevor Olson, Joe Pollock. There's tons of guys there that this is a very seasoned and well-informed group. They've been working together for years. However, Wisconsin's defensive line, 6 sacks through 2 games. These guys can get to the ball, or get to the quarterback, excuse me. Well, the ball is in the quarterback's hands, but anyways. But that's the area that you're really going to want to look out for too. Also, wide receivers versus their quarterbacks and their secondary. Lots of experience in Wisconsin's secondary, and I use wide receivers, arguably the deepest in the MAC. So be sure to keep your eyes on that. Moving along, let's look into Wisconsin's offense versus NIU's defense. Scooby, I'm going to give you one more chance. How about you start this off? You get the ball rolling. I don't know what your deal is today. Moving on. Anyway, Wisconsin's offense versus NIU's defense. Guy you're going to want to keep your eyes on, quarterback, Russell Wilson. This guy, if not already, is going to be a household name for college football fans. 444 passing yards, 5 touchdowns through the air, a 237.6 passer efficient rating. That's best in college football, okay? This guy can flat out ball. You know what his completion percentage is? 79%. 79%. You know what? I wish I could get that in my Spanish class. Mom, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. So, Scooby, one more chance and then I'm done. What's your prediction for this weekend's game? You know what? I'm not mad at you because this is kind of a tough game. So if you're indifferent and you're, kind of tilting on everything, you really know what to pick. I'm not going to hold it against you too hard, but my pick for this weekend, I'm going to take Wisconsin over NIU. I think this is going to be a shootout. I think this is going to be, you know, a miniature fireworks show, if you'd like to say, for lack of a better term. And I'm going to take Wisconsin 41-34. Okay, it's going to be close, but in the end, Wisconsin's offense with Russell Wilson is just going to be too much for the Huskies to handle. So potentially a 1-2 start here for the Huskies. Dave Doran, you know, head coach, is going to find a way to kind of put this all together and everything. So with that being said, I think that's it for now and everything. As usual, I really appreciate you guys watching this. I'm sorry that Brian couldn't be here, so everybody enjoy the rest of your league, and I'll see you later.